What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PixelPlay Podcast, episode 222. My name is Adam, aka CS Radical. Joined as always, Kaylan, aka Catastrophe, Chris, aka Jin and Chris. We are here to talk about, well, the games for 2026. Which ones? I don't know. You have to stick around and find out. I'm not telling you all this.
Future.
Although I will say, GTA 6 might be one of them. Ooh, big shocker.
Maybe.
But first, I have a very important question to ask. So, Kaylan, among the leaks in your house this week, was a Splinter Cell one of them?
Shut up, Adam. Why would you do that?
That's how you start the episode?
Yeah,
That's how you
exactly
do
how
it.
we start the episode.
I'm going
without
through
context.
a personal issue, and you just throw salt in the wound.
I'm not proud of that joke at all.
Yes, you are.
But for context, Kaylan,
Yeah,
tell the fans what happened.
My house has more leaks than an E3 press conference. Over the weekend.
We're calling Kaylan's basement right now the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with what I've been playing this week. Absolutely nothing. I was dealing with a flood this weekend, so yeah.
So you're playing Halo.
Power wash simulator, but you
I'm
left
on
it
fire
running
right
overnight.
now, okay?
This is a traumatic event, Adam, and I don't appreciate you minimizing it.
You're giggling too, so it's working.
This is
Yeah.
true, it is.
So, long and short, we had a leak in our kitchen sink. It leaked overnight, and I wake up to basically it raining in my basement / man cave where I record. So we are in the process. We are in the process of drying everything and getting everything kind of repaired. So I don't know how long I'm going to be on this podcast. I might be off for a couple weeks, but yeah, it's not fun waking up to your entire to the roof leaking and the floor flooded, and yeah, that was how I started my Friday. So TJIF.
But at least the TV and all the Star Wars stuff and the game stuff is okay.
All the important stuff.
There you go.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yep. So I've not been playing much. Yeah, kind of. I've just been going through with Metroid Dread. I kind of got back into that one. That was not a game to kind of pause and come back a couple weeks later. I was like playing for
no, those games are not at all for that.
No. So I was sitting there playing, and Jen was just watching me. She's like, "You've not done anything for an hour." I've just been running around the map because there's like this.
Because I don't know where I am anymore.
I had to unlock this one door, and it was underneath like this there was like a wall and just like a little small thing, and I need to be a ball to get past it, and so I'm like trying to shoot at the thing, trying to figure out how to get there. I'm reading walkthroughs, and God help you for trying to read a Metroidvania walkthrough. And so I was like, how the hell am I stuck here? And I eventually just watched a playthrough. I forgot that Samus could slide. That's what I had to do. I spent an hour playing this, getting nowhere, just going back from one side of the map to the other where I was stuck, and I'm like, how the hell do I get past here? And yeah,
I'm going to try every
next
button
time.
except the Y button. That one I'll ignore because I don't think it does anything. But I'm going to try every other button.
I got a solution. Next time, don't play Metroid, play Morrowind, and take like a month off.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Other than that, still working my way through Delta. Status is I've currently beat Fury. Is Fury the right? That's the astronaut, right?
I think Fury?
Yeah, he's the flamethrower guy.
That sounds
Yeah. That sounds
I'm gonna say I'm liking this game. I think I made a mistake. When I was setting this up, I wasn't sure what setting to play it on, so I went on easy because you can't change it halfway through, and I didn't want to get halfway through Metal Gear Delta and then be like, oh man, I hit a wall. And I think I played the other two on easy. I think I may have gone too easy on this, but I am not gonna start over and play on normal. So, kind of maybe my fault, my experience.
I mean, I had to play on the easiest difficulty because I suck with those games, and I really like having a infinite ammo tranquilizer. So
yeah,
cool.
I'm not playing on the easiest. I'm playing on easy. So I don't have infinite ammo, but I might as well.
I did because in the similar boat of you, I just took one look at this and be like, if I can't change this, I am making this as easy as possible for me because I know that I'm going to get frustrated playing this game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I wish I could change the difficulty setting. I don't know why I can't.
I
hate that games do that.
I hate that games do that. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
You should be able to change throughout the game.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people are like, well, people will change it on the hardest difficulty so they get the achievement for it. And be like, so?
Yeah. It's a fake achievement. As an
I'm actually
hunter.
really liking the what are they called? The Cobras. I think this is the peak of like Metal Gear Solid villains. I kind of like them.
Yeah, I
Still
will say,
stupid
like,
and
as
goofy,
much as
but
I
they're
didn't
good.
enjoy the gameplay all as much, and I suspected that was going to be the case when I played it, like, I genuinely loved, like, so much else about that game. It's so good.
Yeah, I like the characters and stuff. Ocelot still comes across as like a total dork.
See, but when he's suddenly, like, spinning his gun and going, "Meow," and I'm like, I
Oh my
fucking
God.
love this, because I'm an anime guy. I love stupid, okay? So that's my that's
He's
my
got that.
that's my
He's
wheelhouse.
got that.
Yeah, how does he become the Ocelot of Metal Gear 1? Metal Gear
Right?
Solid 1. Like, how is that the same person? Like,
Yeah.
what happens to him?
Kojima
I mean-
wrote the story. That's how.
I'm just saying, if like this was, if it had reversed and this was the first game that's released, barring anything drastically happening, no one would be like, "How? Yeah, Ocelot is this deep dark villain." It'd be like, "Oh, is that loser?" Like, okay,
Yeah, he'd be
Yeah,
the
like
joke
the game
of the
goes 20
series.
years later, Ocelot's like stupid, like insanely serious, and you're like, huh?
yeah.
Did he just have like an Anakin Darth Vader moment? What the fuck did I miss?
But yeah, I'm liking it. Yeah, it's. I think so far, I think it is my favorite Metal Gear. It might just be benefiting from the fact that like it's got a good story and then like the gameplay. I'm curious to see if like the original Metal Gear would become my favorite if it had the Metal Gear Solid Delta like treatment. So
I
'cause
think it
really
would
like-
be for me.
I really like that story, but just the gameplay doesn't hold up. Whereas
Yeah, no.
I hope they do that for the OG too, because like that's the one that I really want to play the most, and I just can't get myself
Yeah.
to play the original.
Yeah, I've played it a couple times, but it's rough. I'm
is rough.
really riding the nostalgia train when I'm playing that because it's like the game, like the controls and everything are brutal.
yeah, the camera angles are brutal, the graphics are brutal. Like it's not a good game to go back to. And like as someone who played it for the first time last year, like I can appreciate what it was, but it's not. It doesn't hold up like it does, and I think that it would do really well with a Delta treatment.
Yeah, using that same game engine. Yeah,
I
'Cause that
imagine it'd be
one's my
pretty easy to
favorite
do.
one. Yeah, that one's my favorite one story-wise.
Yeah.
It's like just goofy enough, but still serious and slightly realistic enough. Like it's not obviously realistic, but when you look at the other ones, it's like, oh,
It is
wow.
the most grounded.
It is the most grounded one. Yeah,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what I've been playing.
nice.
I still don't have much to add because not a lot of stuff has come out still. I did take a crack at Final Fantasy. What's the Zack game, Chris? I'm blanking now. It's
Crisis Core.
yeah, Crisis Core, the redo that they did.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, I want to love the story, but, like, the gameplay, like, if you thought the action combat in 7 Remake is pretty copy-paste for a lot of it, you have not seen Crisis Core's combat. It is... Because, again, this used to... I think, what was it? Was a PSP game first? Or
Yeah,
a
it was
Vita
a
game?
PSP
So, like,
game.
think PlayStation Portable game combat. It's a bit rough.
Gross.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris, you play Birth by Sleep with Kingdom Hearts, so you know that it gets a little bit weird when it's those older handheld combat systems being brought back over.
I mean, I finished also the Crisis Core remaster or whatever the heck it is, and you can tell it was a PSP game. It's designed to play for 5 minutes and then walk away. Like
I wish that I had the Kingdom Hearts, 358 under 2 days or whatever it is, a thing where they just give you the cutscene and then that's it.
yeah,
Because I think I would have honestly just preferred that. Just give me like a 1 hour movie of just like everything that happens in this game, so I could be like, cool.
oh 1 hour. Oh, that's cute. That would not even be close. It would
know.
be
Well,
6 hours.
I mean, back in the day, it
Cutscene
probably
have
would
an
have been with the
intermission?
cutscenes, but now that they've like redone a lot of it to actually be like full voice stuff, like yeah, it's probably like hours and hours now.
yeah, it's
How long
even
was that game? Do you? Because I'm dropping it because I can't get myself to keep
I
playing
think it took me about 15,
yeah,
12
I'm not
hours,
15
something
hours
like
in
that. No, it was brutal. Like the story's good. Like every time it was story time,
Well,
it was
and,
like
and that's
really
what's
cool.
annoying
But
to me is like I want to play it,
Yeah.
but I don't want to play it.
no, and then you get in a battle and it's like, oh, it's the same fucking thing
It's just
over
whack,
and
whack,
over.
whack, 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 and there's a slot
Yeah.
machine that's in the corner. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you're doing something. Whack, whack, whack.
Yeah, it's brutal. I got through it, but I think the Steam Deck helped a lot because I could
But
do
at
it in
what
small
cost?
portables. And at what cost? About 12 hours, Adam. Yeah, that's the exact cost. Oh, and the cost to buy it.
That's fair. Yeah, like I mean, hopefully, by next episode you'll be hearing me talk about Trails nonstop for like 2 to 3 weeks because it comes out on the 15th. So
Yeah, that's soon. That's real soon. That's in 2 days.
yeah,
One day by the time they're listening to this.
That's
yeah,
true. Sorry. That's actually when it is right
yeah. You got to
now.
think in podcast time, man.
They're seen behind the curtain.
Yeah, as if I haven't peeled it back enough at this point.
Yeah. No, we record right before it's posted. It's literally the exact minute you're watching this.
I mean, we can't have too many secrets flooding in though.
I am going through something, Adam. My crisis is not your joke.
Oh, but I don't know. It's kind of funny though.
What are you gonna do? Stop me?
Adam is definitely dark humoring his way through this, and I am
Dark
definitely
humoring.
I'm loving it, but yeah.
But yeah,
right.
Chris, what have you been up to?
So first and foremost, took down the Christmas tree as promised. It's gone. It's actually in a box right there. You can't see it, but it's.
I'm
He's
so
going to put it up as soon as
disappointed.
the episode's over.
As soon as it's up, it's like I missed the Christmas tree.
I will not be bullied.
So tell us about you playing Subnautica.
Oh,
And I'm like, what's the most like water crazy game I can think of?
no, I have not been playing any. Wait, is there water? Well, there's water. I've been playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I actually beat it. I was going to use like a water type Pokemon joke, and I'm like, that's too far out there. I'm not.
I don't have to be here, people. I can leave.
Use Hydro Pump.
It's super effective. Yeah, so I played and I beat Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and I have to say that even though that game clearly was just like put out as a palate cleanser between Pokemon releases, like the new ones, I actually prefer it over the newer Pokemon games because one, this actually runs flawlessly, like for a Switch title, but two, it's actually that old school Pokemon gaming where they do not hold your hand. Like you literally have to actually know what you're doing and prepare your team properly and all that kind of stuff. I had a team that I thought was perfect, and I was going through the whole game with just these 6 Pokemon. They covered all aspects, and then I got to not the Elite Four, I got through them, the champion, I guess, or whatever that you have to beat, and she whooped my ass in seconds. And I realized I'd never had looked at what her Pokemon were, and I was set up so poorly, and I fucked myself. And I was like 30 hours in at that point. So I had to go get one other Pokemon, and I just went against the Elite Four over and over, which I actually enjoyed doing. Like, it was fun to just kick their ass over and over, like one shot with the perfect Pokemon combo and everything. Yeah, it's actually a really, really, really good game. I love it so much, just because of the old school difficulty, the way it actually is just like trading. It's got a couple quality of life improvements. In the old game, I think only the Pokemon you had out got experience. Now all 6 get experience, but the Pokemon that you had out gets, I think, double, but still everybody gets experience. So there's like that kind of stuff, but other than that, it's fantastic. Like, I actually really, really enjoyed this game.
It actually looks more like one that I might be able to be a little more approachable with, so I might take a look at it.
Yeah, like it's just one of the old school ones with an upgraded look. Very like friendly too with the graphics and everything, with the chibi look with all the characters. The Pokemon kind of just look like Let's Go Pikachu kind of graphics, I think, but pure turn-based with the same moves, and they unlock at certain levels and you evolve. There's no other mechanics. It's the original game just with a couple quality of life improvements. Yeah. And a couple of those were very interesting. I went and I found this old couple standing in the middle of a town, and I just talked to them as normal. And one of them handed me a Mew because I actually had a save file in Let's Go Pikachu. And it was like, if you have that, they just handed you a Pokemon. The other person did as well, the other NPC, but it was like just a normal Pokemon. And it was for having, I don't even remember what Pokemon game I had. But yeah, the one, it was like, oh, you've played Let's Go Pikachu. Here, have this as a gift. And she handed me a level 1 Mew. I was like, Jesus. A Mew? That is not what I was expecting they would hand out. But
Where'd you find that? Under a truck or something?
It was under the truck for sure. I've never even used it. I threw it in the Pokemon box and just went on about my day. I didn't want to use it. Yeah, really, really good game. Really, really, really good. Besides playing that, I also am I'm in the second last area, and I think I'm about like at the actual entrance to the last area for Tales of Arise, which I've been playing on the PS5. JRPG-ness at its finest. I will definitely say that this game is also really good if you're into the Tales of series. They've had a few where they were like, not the best. Tales of Zestiria, not the best. Tales of Berseria, not my favorite either. Had a very like gothic dark tone, which I didn't really vibe with. This one, even though it has a slightly updated art style, definitely feels like, Tales of Graces, Tales of Vesperia, Tales of, all the other ones that are just obviously like really, really good. Tales of Symphonia. This one definitely has that older vibes. The only thing that's missing from this game that's holding it back from greatness is it's another JRPG where they've just removed the world map. It's got the open area, and you'll walk up to a section to take you like some sort of travel point, which will take you to the next area. But you're just moving map from map with no world map that you can quickly go between towns and all that. So it just kind of loses that old school JRPG flair, which all the other Tales of games had the world map. So I think this might be, unless I'm mistaken, but I think this is the first one where they removed it. Because this was also, I think, the first like PS5, Xbox Series one where they're trying to push more graphics and probably couldn't.
I think this also
out.
got put on PC, so like they were really starting to push a little bit out.
Oh
there.
yeah, it's on PC. Yeah, because the other ones got added to PC later as they were doing re-releases, remasters, and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's a really good game. The fast travel is great. Like as soon as you've been somewhere, you can fast travel to any of these maps. But you're scrolling through lists of areas and looking at their maps, and then seeing the like yellow star of where you need to go for like your quest, and it kind of just takes away from it, obviously, because world maps, as we've seen, even with like Clair Obscur and stuff like that, they really just add something to the game. World map music, just seeing the whole world in a very small version, like you're almost
Kinda
walking
seeing
around
the
on a
scope of
diagram.
like how big the area you're
exactly.
in kind of is.
Here you go between 5 different areas, and it's like they're all different elements. It's just part of the story. There's like fire area, water area.
I mean,
ice.
it's literally called Trench of Flames for one of them. So
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So there's like a lightning area. Very cool, but the thing is you never really get to appreciate it because you're like walking through it, but you never get to kind of see how the 5 areas interact, because you'll be in the fire area. It'll be like, oh, we need to go through the mines to get to the other area. You go into a mine, you walk through it, and when you walk out the exit of the mine, all of a sudden you're in this snow-filled like portion of the continent. And it's like you're just going from super fire desert to snow, and they just threw a mine in between because it's like, oh, you're underground. You wouldn't see the different elements and stuff like that. Whereas, again, on the world map, they figure out ways to show like you're leaving a desert area. Now you're seeing a bit of trees, and now you're going into like the snowy peaks and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's the only thing that's missing. Other than that, this game is fantastic. And I do laugh because this game, the Tales of series, is known for having costumes for the characters, and they go super weeb with the swimsuits.
well, Japanese RPGs don't do that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh no, but the DLC for the game is like the swimsuit and all that kind of stuff for all the characters. And it's just so funny when I throw some of these outfits on. I didn't pay for the DLC or anything like that, but they still have very lewd outfits for the guys and girls. I'll throw one on, and it's just so funny that in like these games or just anime and stuff in general, like no one cares about the outfit when they're having these conversations. It's like, hey, you're my bestest friend. We can do this because of the power of friendship. It's like you don't notice this person's like naked in front of you. Like it just doesn't.
And then like 30 minutes later, there's a scene where he walks in on the girl when she's like changing, and she's like, no, how dare you? And like, I know there's nothing you can do because it's DLC, but it's still that part of like, it kind of breaks your brain a little bit.
Even the main outfits on some of the characters, I'm like, you guys just like nobody is just sexualized in all of your minds. It's only for us watching it. All of them, their libidos are fully dead. Like they have not a care in the world.
They're all asexual.
Yeah, it's just asexual, like power of friendship people all walking around like naked, basically. And it's just like, we can do this together. And then it'll be like somebody be like, hey, thanks for healing me. And then it's like they get all embarrassed, like, oh, like me? I did it because I felt I
mean,
should.
to be fair, in a lot of worlds, being remotely cordial with somebody is a big turn on. So
Yeah, that's true. But like more so than the fact of this person's walking in lingerie and a sword.
Well, yeah.
But they're nice to you. Yeah.
Have you not seen a Japanese RPG? That's normal
No.
attire. You might as well just be wearing a cardigan and slacks at that point.
Oh, no, 100%. And it was just like, because you'll see this kind of stuff in like old Final Fantasies, but Super Nintendo graphics, your imagination let it play out. Now it's the graphics are like, you're seeing the jiggle physics and literally the measurements of these people, and it just hits so much funnier because it's like, man, you're just
And as
naked.
we see a giant moon on screen, yes, breasts about as big as that.
oh god, yeah. Yeah, this game also has like just the smallest amount, but it's still there of the jiggle physics, and it's just so funny. It's like, I didn't realize if you turn left or right that hard that not all of your body goes with you until later. But
And why they don't use it as a weapon at that point is beyond me.
Yeah. If you're into JRPGs, this is a really, really good one. And it runs great. on everything. Like I have this on the PS5. It was in the backlog, and it runs like phenomenal on there. Even on the Portal, I've played a lot of it on the Portal too, just to keep going with the game. And yeah, it's fantastic for both. It's perfect.
So you being the big Tales fan, like I almost said Trails, I had to catch myself there. You being the big Tales fan, like where would you slot it? You know, with all the other games in the series you've played, like what would you slot it like in between?
So for me, this is not as good as Tales of Symphonia or Tales of Graces. Those are my like two that I would put as the highest, and that's the PS3, Xbox 360 era of ones. I think that's kind of when they were at their peak. But I would put it just below those, but it's definitely above Zesteria or Besteria or Besseria or whatever the hell they're all called these days. Those ones, which I feel kind of like really they were trying new things, feels like it's a return to form, and it would be as good of the other games as if they had kept everything else like the world map and that kind of stuff. So it would probably be in my top 5, I would say, of all the Tales of games. I'd probably slot it around like number 4 with Symphonia, Graces, and Vesperia ahead of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else, or does that cover what you've been doing as of recently?
I've been playing other stuff, but I'll talk about it next week once I've finished it or played more of it.
Perfect. All right. So we get to the meat and potatoes of the content this week. So I've devised a list of 20 games. 10 of them have dates or confirmed. Well, at least until GTA 6 decides it wants to win a third straight most anticipated game award, but hey, we're not there yet. And then 10 games that... These are all coming from GameSpot, by the way, for those looking for where I'm referencing it from. 10 games that they've put on their TBA list. But not everything is on that list, so I assume it's ones that they think are probably going to get announced for 2026. Either that or they maybe have a date that just says 2026, so they don't have a confirmed actual date for this year. So I am going to throw up the screen here that has this handy-dandy list. I assume that my system here is not being cooperative. All right. I guess that's the way we're playing things on the video version today. Okay. All right. Let's see how you're playing. Let's try that again. Oh, for God's sakes. All right, give me a sec. I'll get it.
While Adam's going
you guys talk in the meantime.
I'll explain how we're doing this. So what we're going to do is we've got the games list. We're going to take turns going through and picking what we think the score is going to be. So we're going to base it on what the review score Metacritic is going to be at the time of us reviewing this, which should be around the end of the year. Each one of us is going to get a turn to go first, second, or third, picking what we think the game is going to be. It is going to be the person that is closest. They can go over, but whoever is the closest to the answer gets the point. And no one can pick the same answer. So if I, let's say, pick 95 for GTA, Adam and Chris are welcome to pick 94 or 96, but they cannot choose 95. So they can definitely Bob Barker each other.
I got it to work. It's because I renamed the Google Sheet at some point. So my OBS, where I have the image up for those who are watching on video, it's like, I don't recognize this anymore. It's like, it's the same window. It just changed the title. And it's like, yeah, but I don't know what it is anymore. It's fine. Everything's fine. I love it when technology just decides to shit itself. All right. So I got our handy list here. We're going to start with the most fun one right off the bat. High Guard, assuming it doesn't get delayed. Which
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It might get
we've not heard
delayed.
anything.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like, is this still even a game? I don't know.
It's so quiet that it's like, dude, like, the release date is soon, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be this month, like in a week or two.
Let me double check, because it's definitely this month.
I feel like it's like 8 days away or something.
The 26th, so it's literally less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
So
Anytime.
Just minor adjustments.
I know why they're not putting another trailer out. They know why.
Because of the praise the first one got, that it doesn't need another one.
Oh yeah, everybody was so happy with it. But anyways, Kaylan, we'll get you to start. We'll rotate whoever guesses first and kind of go from there, so that way you're not getting Bob Barker the entire time.
That's fine. This one I'm not sure about. This is a hard one. I don't think it's going to... There's a difference between how it's going to review and how it's going to survive.
Yeah, we are going with the review score, not the user. The user score is automatically a 1. So
I'm going to put this one at a 77.
Okay. Let me adjust our color so it looks all nice and special. There we go. Chris, what do you got?
I'm going 65 on this one.
Ooh, you going low.
Yeah, I think it's not going to review, like, not like a complete failure, but like...
It's funny because I'm actually gonna be perfectly smack dab in the middle of you guys, but I was thinking 71 when I started this. So
Cool.
that's really interesting how we're gonna be pretty close around each other here. I mean, look, like I think I might be undershooting it too because again, review scores can be different from what it was, but like it's also a hero shooter. It's really hard to kind of figure out how those are gonna get rated. I don't see whatever is on screen with what have seen in this game that it's so amazing that people are going to be like, oh yeah, this is like an incredible experience. I'm trying not to be too like bogged down in how much I'm still fucking mad that was the last thing that was shown at the Game Awards. But at the end of the day, it's like, look, I still look at this as a pretty bland hero shooter, and based on the fact that they're not saying much about it, I have a feeling that they think it is too. Next up, we got Romeo is a Dead Man. The next, what is it, Suda 51 game?
Yeah, I think that's who it is.
Chris, where do you think we're going to have you start on this one?
I'm going to go 82 on this one. Low 80s.
Low 80s, so you're at least going there. Because this is a tough one. Like, I feel like it's one of those cases where it's either going to review really, really well, or it's going to be like, people are just going to be like, I don't get it, and review it lowly. Just trying to... I'm probably going to be wrong on shooting a little bit higher on this one, but I think like because of just how interesting it looks and how good it looked, at least in the trailers, I'm going to go 85 and kind of stick in that zone. Also realizing I did the wrong color for ours because it is this. Which means that mine has actually got to change too. I have not followed my own system. Good lord.
We're only 2 games in.
It's fine. I'll figure it out eventually.
I think this one might do better. I'm going to probably put this one at like 80. Because I was like, I feel like Adam is right in that sweet spot. I almost want to say like 83 or 84.
Yeah, I feel like mid 80s is like the right safe spot.
Yeah.
Now who's a fence
I mean, look, it
sitter?
ends up being a great game. I'll take the automatic point.
I'm gonna go. I'll put it at 80. I'll put it at 86. I'm gonna go.
You're gonna Bob Barker my ass. All right.
See, this is where I think you're both right. Would have actually applied, Kaylan. See the power, the power of fence sitting.
This is why we didn't let us pick multiple numbers.
There, yeah, that's true.
I think it's somewhere between 70 and 100. You know,
this is the one I wanted to add.
Yeah, Pokemon Pocopia, which I forgot even existed, and is going to be out shortly. And I think you said it was March, right?
Yeah, it's like March something.
So Animal Crossing plus Pokemon, man, unless they really screw this up, it's going to review well. So I'm going to just start at an 85 again and go from there.
Am I going next?
Yep.
I'm going to put this one at 78.
Ooh, you going low.
Son of a... That was actually the number I was thinking.
Like, it's
Bob
one of those things where
Barker's
I don't think it's going to
Yeah.
be enough to, like... It's not going to be bad, but, like, the Pokemon fans are going to be disappointed. It's not a full Pokemon game. The Animal Crossing people, it's not full Animal Crossing. Like, no one's going to be happy
The
with
Minecraft people are going to be confused. What's a ditto?
And the Xbox people are just going to be mad because they're always mad.
It is true.
All right, you know what? This is a Nintendo game, and Nintendo games have this small bias that usually they can at least achieve an 8 out of 10. So I'm going to go a straight 80 on this one.
All right.
A small bias, yeah. It's small. It's not that big. It's there's no bias.
All right, Caleb, we're back to you on the first guess. Resident Evil Requiem.
What did the last Resident Evil get on Metacritic?
Let me check.
That's cheating, maybe.
Is
It's
it?
not.
It's a different
No,
game.
It's a different game. It's going to get high.
Yeah, I think this one...
Village was 84. Let me see other platforms. Yeah, basically 83 or 84.
Yeah, I feel like that's accurate. I'm going to put this one at 84.
Okay. I feel like I might need to change the color coding.
I
It's
think
a
you're going to
little
have to make
bit
it wider
generous.
spread.
Yeah, you know what? Let's change it to 85. 70 to 75, and then, 50 to 70 is going to be a little better range there. There we go. I'll make it feel a little bit better. Hey.
That was
all right,
just not
Chris,
all,
you
like,
can figure it
colors
out while
brown.
you're while I'm changing some things here.
Okay, well, I already know my number. I'm going to actually go pretty high with this one and go 90. I think that
Ooh.
this is going to be really popular with the Resident Evil crowd because 7 and Village, or so I guess 8, they were like first person. And this one has kind of the split where sometimes you're playing as Leon, which is the action, and then sometimes you're playing as the girl, and it's more like survival horror. I think that's going to speak in the third person, both of those being third person. I think that speaks to the Resident Evil crowd, and I'm going to go 90. Yeah, I'm putting a lot of faith in this. I'll never fucking play it, or it'll be a long time because I'm a scaredy cat. But I think that those who love it will love it.
You put me in a real fucking shit spot, guys.
You both make good points.
You do. You really do. I'm just going to quickly check what Resident Evil 7 did, just to get a vibe of both.
What's the temperature on the series right now? 7, but are you talking Biohazard? That was 86.
Yeah. So that was 86.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's probably in... You know what? I got to Bob Barker somebody at some point, so I'm 85ing it.
Ah!
Oh,
That's where I'm going.
you guys are screwed. Resident Evil 4 Remake, 93.
I'm just gonna 85 the rest of this run. Surely I'll be fine.
Yeah, but Resident Evil 4 was Leon, and I think that's going to play a big part in its
They
scoring.
call that the Leon lift.
Well, if it gets an 88, you can enjoy your win.
I'm using that. I don't know where it's going to apply, and my wife's going to be very confused when I throw that at her.
You got to account for the Leon lift.
Can you lift this box up onto the counter? They call that the Leon lift. Like who? What?
All right, Chris, Pragmata, have fun figuring out where this one's going to be. I think this is going to be the most wide open one.
This is because it's Capcom. It looks cool. Like, even I'm interested, and usually this isn't my type of game and stuff. And it's got the Capcom engine, which I know runs well and people really like. So I know it's going to do decent. It's going to definitely not be a poorly scoring game. I'm going to go... You know what? I'm going to be a little generous and actually a little crazy here and go 87. I'm going to actually go, which is fairly high for what I probably would have said 5 minutes ago, but I'm feeling a little wild, I guess.
Huh. All right. I'm not going to go that high. I don't feel that risky. I do trust Capcom a little bit here. This is really... Because here's the problem, right? Like, a lot of Monster Hunter fans didn't think Wilds was all that great, and it still got an 88. So, like, I'm wondering
Really?
on the review side, like, how it's going to go. I'm going to just hedge my bets and go with a solid 80. I can't get myself to go any higher than that. I know so little about it, and I'm so unsure about it that I can't quite pull the trigger.
We got to clarify something here.
Yeah.
When we have games releasing for multiple consoles, which one are we using?
I'm going to use the highest one.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put this at a 92.
Ooh.
I think, honestly, Capcom's on a bit of a high right now. Like,
yeah.
they've not been missing. They've been pushing this game very hard, which, like, is a sign that they really believe in it.
That is true.
Very appealing. I think this one, and it's got the dad, daughter kind of thing that every game is doing now, like the adult with child kind of narrative. That's also going to help it. So I'm going to put this at a 92.
So you're putting that in Game of the Year territory.
I think this might be a Game of the Year contender. It's not as a runaway as Atomic Heart was, but I think it's a contender.
You're thinking quite pragmatic, if you would, Kaylan.
You guys are awful this week.
What? He didn't make a flood joke this time. That was me.
No, it was just it's a play on the word of the game.
It's all the dad and the pun jokes this week, you guys. As a dad, I approve of these.
You said that you might not be here for a couple weeks, so we're trying to get as many of them in now while you're gone.
Start dunking.
That's true. Just dunking.
Mouse PI for hire. This is another one that I'm really unsure about. I mean, the concept is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's a matter of how does it work in practice. Indie games are also so much harder to rate, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to check. It's going to be completely unrelated. I'm just going to check one game. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go I'm going to go 82 on this one.
I was going to go 81 on this.
I was also going to go 81.
Like, it's
Well,
one of those, you know what? I'm
81 and 80
okay.
at Bob Barker my ass, so that way it has to be better now. But Kaylan.
I'm gonna put it at 78. Like I think it's got a cool art style, but does that carry enough of the game, right? Like, is it going to be repetitive?
Yeah,
so I'll put it at 78.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to find like a balance between like I'm pretty sure like based on how it looks, I'm pretty sure it'll be fun, and I'm pretty sure it's going to do what it's supposed to do. So I'm kind of like maybe thinking about giving it an extra couple of points just to kind of push it over because of the art style. So that's kind of how I landed to where I was because I was kind of thinking around that 78 range.
Kaylan, I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to go actually 77.
So I got a window of what, like 3?
You have a window of
2?
I mean, well, window of 1 technically. Otherwise, it's a tie.
Oh, that's true.
And yes, ties will count as points.
But do you
Well, yeah.
both get a full point? Ugh,
I hope it's better than that because like this is a game that I think if it ends up working out really well, like it's another one of those things of like, wow, even indie games can do first-person shooters better than a lot of AAA companies.
Oh
now.
yeah, I think the game will be better. It's more of how it'll be reviewed as an indie game.
That's always the
unfortunately.
wild card.
Yeah.
Kaylan, Saros, the new Housemarque game.
I'm going to give this one a 92.
Ooh.
I think because Returnal did 86, and
Yeah.
I think Returnal had its problems, had its issues. I don't think it was universally liked. Like, it was, sorry, everyone pretty much liked it, but it wasn't for everyone, if that makes sense. I feel like Soros is Returnal for everyone in that sense. Like, there's more progression in what you're doing. You know, it's orange now instead of blue, so that's gonna help it. Like, so I think like this is
logic
gonna
to
be
me.
like taking the feedback from Returnal, and Returnal was sitting at a Metacritic of 86. I'm gonna give it a 5-point bump to 91 or to 92.
You did 92.
Ah, damn! I probably.
I
should've
mean,
done 91.
based on how much I like Returnal, if I can get a 92 Metacritic Returnal, I'm fucking down.
Yo, 100%. I'm actually going to go with 86, actually, as what Returnal had. I'm going to stick to that number. Not because I don't think the game won't be better. Again, I just think that's how it's going to get reviewed. If that makes sense.
And I'm kind of being strategy. I mean, I actually was thinking 91, 92, but to be strategy and also be a little bit nice to Kayla, just in case, you know, he wants to get a tie point, I'll go 90.
Nice.
Because, yeah, I actually do think that this... I'm really excited to play this game, so... It might be... You know what? Actually, I need to check one thing. Is Saros coming out on PC?
No, I don't. Believe
Not
so.
right away.
Because if
Not
not,
yet.
it's probably going to be the first game that I turn on my PlayStation 4 in a long time.
Yeah, if it's coming to PC, it's definitely the typical Sony fashion where it'll be like a year later, something like that.
Let's just see. Is Romeo's a dead man? It doesn't even show up on the damn list. All right, well, whatever. I don't care. It's not worth it. All right. Yeah. Wait, did I do the order wrong?
It was Kaylan last time.
Yeah, it was me.
So I think it's me
okay.
this time.
I'm just out of sorts here. All right. Chris, I think the game you're looking forward to the most.
This is my next like big release game for sure. I'm so like this is all the things I love just mixed into one fucking perfect looking game. As perfect as I think it looks, I think it will still get an 89. I would love if it was in the 90s. However, I feel like because people have high expectations of this, people are going to be critical of some dumb shit and it's going to push it down into the 80s, but like just barely.
Okay. I'm trying to think of where Kaylan's going with this.
Adam goes 90, Kaylan goes 88.
No,
Box
I
him
was
in.
thinking like, because here's the thing, I'm actually going lower. I'm just trying to think of how
Oh.
low, because honestly, like, there's still a nervousness with me, right? Because Hitman games are generally in the mid 80s. We're now attaching a very favored license to it.
Oh yeah.
So if it doesn't hit, it's going to get criticized a little bit more harshly. So I'm probably going to... This is probably my guaranteed loss of this one. I'm going 82 on this. Not because I don't think it'll be good. I'm guessing on the review side of that I think it might end up getting a little harsher treatment than others would.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to be so far off, though. Because, you know, I want all of my ratings to be above what they actually are. Well, except High Guard. I'm never playing it. I don't care if it's 100. But
I'm of two minds because like I want to say like I'm either like it's a solid 80 or it's an 84, and like my thought is that like the hit like it's Eidos who's making this, right? Is it Eidos? or
IOI?
IO Interactive.
IO,
Sorry,
yeah.
IO Interactive. Yeah. So IO's making this. They've got Hitman locked down. I don't know if that's a one-for-one translation to, like, James Bond, because James Bond is a little bit faster. I don't know how that's going to work out.
I think it's either going to be an even bigger improvement, or it's going to be a little bit not what you
I think I'm
expect
going to I'm going to go with an 84 on this one.
Okay. A few more yellows, and I think a lot of people probably would have expected to see it, but yeah, it is what it is. All right. Well, it wouldn't be one of these lists without at least one goddamn Soulsborne in here. So Phantom Blade Zero is just the one that I know is the biggest one. I'm just going to throw a random 86 at it. I honestly don't have an opinion either way on it, but I feel like if the quality's high enough, they usually will get around that point. So I'm just kind of leaning into that. I honestly don't have an opinion otherwise. It's just me being like, I'm sure it'll be somewhere around that.
I'm trying to remember what this one is. Oh, yes, I remember this one. Soulsborne people are weird.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's hard to measure them, you know?
Well, that's the thing. Like, they're either really highly reviewed or they're just kind of like high 70s, low 80s, but everybody won't shut up about them, which is so weird.
Like, because I feel like this is... Who's making this one again? Phantom Blade is being made by...
No
Who is the developer? Developer is S Game. S plus... Okay. Yeah, you know what? Because, like, it's not being made by, like, the guys who make the Soulsborne games. It's, like, this seems like a Lords of the Fallen kind of vibe, and for me, like, I'm going to put that, like... I'm going to put it at 78.
This is one of those ones, too, where it can vary a lot because it's like you're guessing a company that most people don't really know much about. It's a genre that kind of goes in so many different directions.
But it's one of those ones... It's kind of like making, like, a tiramisu or something, like, where you have to, like, nail it for it to be good, or it's not. Like, there's very little room for failure, like, on this one.
I'm probably going high on it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to be wrong about a Soulsborne that's a Game of the Year candidate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just thinking of, like, how well other Soulsborne games have been reviewed, because that's kind of all I got to go on. Because to me, I don't play these games. They've all been, like, decent. None of them have been super high. Not like when I say super high, I mean
the
like
one that's
90s.
throwing me off because wasn't it a Game of the Year nominee? Black Myth Wukong is showing it an 81 on PC and 76 on PlayStation.
It doesn't run very well on the PlayStation. That's probably
but even like 81
but...
on PC is surprising, considering
that
that it was a nominee.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with what my gut was kind of telling me from the start, which is an 82. It's kind of like the Soulsborne people will give it that small bump into the 80s. I'm going to go 82.
Okay. And then last but not least, the most important one. And it's automatically DNFing because it's not coming. No. So, Kaylan. Do we assume it's a 90, or are we going to play a little bit risky?
No, I don't
here?
think we assume that at all. I'm going to put this at 135. They actually have to change the scale.
All right,
because it's just so high.
Color. I'm going to use...
Make it cyan.
There, we'll use this color. All right. Chris, what are you going with?
You're so, like, it's going to really... I feel like I get a chance
I'm going with
now.
9001, so Vegeta says the line. All right.
It's so good they have to redesign the whole Metacritic scale.
Okay, so
it's an A++. For me, I'm gonna put mine probably at a 97.
You're going way high.
This game has a lot to live up to. There's a lot of promise. It's supposed to be super realistic, super interactive, possibly cures cancer. Like, there's a lot that this game's gonna do.
Yeah. Honestly, I was thinking like almost as high. I don't want to be a jerk and do like one away, but it's going to be like right around there. So I think I can't go 98 because that's just like pushing too close to 100. I
it
would
seems
have probably
almost impossible now too.
Yeah, I would have probably chose 97. Fuck Kaylan. All right, I'm going to go, 95. I'm just going to go with a straight even 95.
All right. Well, I don't even have to think that hard about it. It's a 94.
I mean, for context,
if
Grand Theft Auto 4 which nobody likes anymore, has a 98.
If I want to give
Wait,
my
that hit
honest
90?
answer, I actually think it's going to end up being below 90. That's my hot take prediction.
wow.
I think you know what? I think you're right. Because I think what's going to happen, it's going to go one of two ways.
It's
and
so
I'm
much
hedging my
hype,
bets.
it's not going to get taken very
There's
well.
too
But I
much
also
hype.
have a bad feeling that it's not actually going to be as strong.
It could go. It could. This is one where it's probably going to do fine. It's going to do well, but it's coming off of Grand Theft Auto 5, right? Like, there's so much hype to it. There's so much expectation that can it even live up to that expectation? Let alone, we're hearing reports that it may not come out finished. It may not be complete. If Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out with, the mess that the online component, if they even have one, there's a lot that can go wrong here. But, I mean, I think, Rockstar benefits from that sort of, Leon lift and gets, the bonus of, 9, in the high 90s.
You know what?
Leon
I'll throw
lift,
the
it's
point.
used
I'll put my
again.
money where my mouth is. I'll put it at an 89.
Wow.
There you go. Wow.
I'll put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah, no, wow. I think Kaylan gets this one. I think it's going to be, I don't know why I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like it's going to be a fucking 97.
For reference, the highest rated game last year was 95, so it would have to be 2 points even above that.
I mean, it's Grand Theft
but
Auto 6.
It's Grand Theft Auto, yeah. Grand Theft Auto 5, I
the
know is
only
really high.
thing bigger than that would be if they're like, hey, we're making another Zelda game and Mario's in it.
Oh, fuck. 98.
Zelda has to, or Link has to rescue Princess Peach. The internet explodes.
Yeah,
Super Smash Brothers, the dating sim, automatic 100.
World peace comes
100.
across.
World peace comes across. Yeah.
Are we going to throw something down here? If we want to do, do you want to do, I think if you get it on the money, you get 2 points just to make this more interesting.
You know what? Yeah, we'll do that too.
Yeah, I like that.
Cool.
I like that because I'm going to get 2 points across the board for sure. Except the
Let me
97
also put this here
Kaylan
as the
took for
text set
GTA
to
6.
white. It's not, so let's fix that. +1 for win, plus... Oh, it's going to be stupid with a formula. Google Sheets, be nice.
Where's Clippy when you need
him? 2.4 exact.
I see you're trying to make a graph for a podcast. Can I help?
God, Microsoft actually had better AI names and characters. Like Clippy, and they had Cortana, who's an actual AI. And now it's just fucking Copilot. How do you drop the ball like that?
I really wish they had made Clippy the AI. I would have.
Yeah, bring Clippy back. I'd be a lot less mad at all this AI bullshit on my computer if it was Clippy.
I like to imagine they
is
tried
this,
to
is
get
this
Clippy.
one of those? Can we check if the trademark's gone out so we can make a video game about Clippy?
I like to imagine that
make some
Clippy's
Clippy
just-
horror game.
They went to Clippy, and Clippy's like, "No, they had their chance. I was not appreciated. I'm not coming back." Takes a
That's the
drag
thing.
of its
That's
smoke.
the horror game. He's getting revenge. I'm assuming he.
Maybe he's in that mouse PI for hire game if they're
I
all
like
in
to,
open.
no. Here's the game that we do with Clippy. What we do is it's AI. We do some Terminator 2, Skynet. AI's taking over, and there's only one program that can help us, and it's Clippy going around to take down all the AI overlords.
Well, no, Mouse PI for Hire is a first-person shooter, so it's perfect. Clippy is a throwable weapon.
Oh, nice.
No, Clippy would be a whip.
Yeah. Oh, true. Also, I feel like this AI Skynet thing is good because it's the reason Clippy never got infected by Skynet is he only did dial-up. He was too old to actually connect to the proper network.
They couldn't find him.
It's just they kept connecting. It was just be-doo, be-doo.
All right, so
what
here's
a
what we're
fun
going to do,
site.
because all of these don't have dates yet.
Yeah. We're assuming they're in.
You can also DNR it for did not release.
Oh, okay, cool.
But if you pick that, you're sworn to it and no one else can. So if you want to get in front of it and say it's not coming out this year, you can do it. So it puts you in advantage based on the draft. So Chris, Fable.
I think this one's tough because all right, 83. Fuck it.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be people are just gonna be happy a Microsoft game's out and it's Fable, but I don't think it's gonna blow any socks off. I don't
Well,
know.
I'm gonna be the first one to take the risk here and say it's not releasing.
Damn it! That's not a risk. That's a guarantee.
Well, it depends because I might be way off, and then it's a 50-50 shot on who wins the rest of it. My logic for this is simple. Microsoft has been fucking up exponentially. What are the odds? What's stopping them from doing it again?
That is true. I mean, they just have this showcase.
They
though,
really
in
need Fable
a
to
week.
come out, so of course it's not going to come out.
Yeah, that's true. But they have a Fable showcase along with Forza, I think, in 9 days.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck it.
Sorry, the screen's squinty here. What did Chris put as his score?
83.
Oh, that's way too generous. 77.
Interesting.
This game has had nothing but problems.
And all the time to fix those problems and bring it up to a delicious 83.
Yeah.
Wasn't it supposed to be released on like the Xbox Series, like the Xbox One?
Well,
I think this game was supposed to be out in
rumored, but I don't know if
2008.
there's an official
Yeah.
announcement. Oh no, there's Fable Legends, which is not the same thing.
No.
All right, well, a game that's definitely going to come out because it's just a habit that they have. Forza Horizon 6. I'm just going to go solid 90 because they generally review really well. I mean, Horizon had a 92, so that seems to be like a pretty... I mean, if they're not changing too much about it, it's kind of hard not to be like at least decently well done because they're very fun to play.
Yeah.
And hopefully by the time that game comes out, I'll have a racing wheel to go with it.
Ooh. Kaylan,
What are you
throwing at
thinking, Kaylan?
77 again. Just do it.
Xbox has a tendency of like announcing the games that are coming out like this year, and they got this direct, and I think they actually said that they're going to be putting in Forza. If I'm reading,
Yeah, it's one of the two. It's Forza, Fable, which is also both Playground Studios, I think, or whatever it's called, which is crazy. And then the third one was like a third-party game coming to Xbox. I don't even remember which one it was, to be honest.
I want to put this one as because Xbox doesn't have much coming out this year already,
Nope.
but they're also not doing anything anymore.
Apparently, they might have a lot.
I'll put this one at 87.
Okay.
Nice. I'm going 92. I got to go above Adam on this one. It's like my favorite series. I got to put my hope in it.
I mean, isn't this one going to be in Japan, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah, so it's going to be...
I would
gonna be
almost give
fun.
it a 93 if I was if Adam hadn't gone 90.
You give yourself a bit of a buffer window.
Yeah, I'll give my buffer.
All right, Kaylan. Bungie's praying to God that, it gets some people back to play in their games because they all left Destiny 2. What do you think about Marathon?
Does it have a it doesn't have a release date yet, eh?
No, anything on this list now is TBA, but 2026 is an estimate.
Yeah. Or they've said
That's why I brought in the
2026.
DNR.
DNR. I'm going to put DNR.
You're going to use it here?
Well, because PlayStation already has, they've got Sorrows coming out, and they have Wolverine coming out. So they've got two games. They don't really need a reason to put out Marathon.
I think they're just trying to make their Bungie money.
Yeah.
The Bungie bucks.
I mean, there's the part of my brain that's like it almost
The Bungie
has to
bucks.
because Bungie is hemorrhaging right now.
I, for one, do not think this is going to be the Leon lift, as Kaylan would say, for PlayStation or Bungie. I think this is going to be pretty mid. Still get some Bungie crowd, but I'm thinking it's like a 75.
Okay. Ooh. No, I can't go worse than 75. I was
just
sitting there being like,
76 and then just like put them in a box.
So 75
see,
or
here's
less,
the
I
thing,
win.
I actually want to
76
be
or higher.
genuine with my picks if I can. I'm gonna go 79. I think just missing 90. I think it'll still review well enough that it'll be in that spot, but I don't think it'll be enough. But man, I have zero interest in playing whatever Bungie has to offer right now. They've burned my ass out of their game so hard. All right, this one could also be a very interesting wild card. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, the Arc System Work Marvel Fighter.
Yeah.
So Chris, obviously, we're all excited to play with our friends because we love fighters, and I mean, Marvel is kind of our jam, but where do you think it's going to end up in the grand scheme of things here?
I actually am going to put 91. I'm actually thinking that this one, because of the license and the developer behind it, and just how the fighting community, when it's a decent fighting game, they rate it very high and kind of jump on it. I'm gonna give it a pretty high score.
I think that might be the highest one that Arc System Work gets. If they get that, I'd be so fucking happy with that. Because they deserve it. They've really have been on top of making some of the best 2D fighters on the market. Mm-hmm. If anybody's a big fighting game guy, I'm assuming you're all aware of Maximilian Do, but for the two of you here, he did a video recently about how fucking stacked 2026 is for fighters, including DLC and stuff. Because Guilty Gear's getting a new 2.0. There's big DLC coming for Tekken and Oh my god, I'm blanking on the other one. It's not Street Fighter. I just can't think of what the other one is.
Mortal Kombat.
But Invincible's getting theirs. Avatar, like The Last Airbender's getting a fighting game that apparently is really good. So there's that kind of hanging in the background. So like, there's a lot of shit coming for fighters this year, which would be great because it would mean there's actually 5 games that Jeff can put on the screen this year.
And Street Fighter 6 Turbo Championship Super Edition.
Probably. I'm going to go slightly below that. I think it's going to hit an 89, which would still be the highest I think they've ever gotten, unless one of the really old ones have gotten one. But Dragon Ball got an 87, I think it was, and Strive got about the same. So I think they should get just above it. Just because the license, if it plays really, really well, people are going to enjoy a lot.
Also a pragmatic answer.
I feel like 93 is the right answer. Like that's
Son of a bitch.
93.
I am like right in the middle here.
Like
Best
I
case
think
scenario.
for me, like
So
it's
you're
like
in your
tie.
rightful spot, Chris.
I feel but I didn't. This isn't fence sitting. You guys sat around my fucking fence.
No. We built the fences.
I built the fucking fence, and you guys sat on both sides.
so for
I
me,
was
like
all right, I'm parking here.
That's
I
not
think
how
like, there's a
fences
lot going
work.
for it. Like I think like it being a Marvel license and like the Doctor Doom movie and stuff coming out, like it's gonna be a resurgence. But this also being like a new art style, like the Japanese kind of art style, which is really cool.
You say that about the movie. It would make so much sense to put this out in November or like
Right?
Yeah.
or like
Right.
actually even like, well, I guess GTA is probably in November, so
Yeah,
like
maybe
like
not
early
November, but
December.
Really close.
Yeah.
Because the movie's out just before Christmas. So if you put that like first week of December, that seems like a pretty cool spot for it.
Yeah. But like I don't think they have to worry about GTA 6 because like it's kind of like its own little
Yeah,
bubble.
it's a completely
Yeah.
different genre.
But
Like,
you probably do it anyway just to see like, okay, if there's anybody that's played the single player, at least they've got a couple weeks on it.
Yeah. But also, like, it's going to be a fighting game, and so the people who are reviewing the fighting game will be fighting game fans, right? They're not going to
Yeah.
give it to, like, it's not one of those ones where it appeals to a mass audience, right? So, like, that'll give it a bit of a help with the review score.
Well, we say that, but sometimes companies like IGN just send somebody who's never played fighting games before and says, you know, I think this is really hard to understand. So you never know. Marvel's Wolverine. One more Marvel game in here. I really don't want to DNR it because I want it to come out this year, so I'm not going to. But there's a part of my brain that's like, what are the odds that another PlayStation game gets delayed again? But let me just quickly check the Spider-Man
Jim
2
Ryan comes
rating.
back and just reunites the
Oh,
live
God.
service and leaves.
Wolverine is now a live service game.
It's free to
Keep
play.
forgetting that there's
It's free to play, and you unlock
2,
different
so it's not the
Wolverine
same thing.
costumes by playing the same level over and over.
Okay, so Spider-Man 2 is a 90. You know, I'm gonna go real bullish. I'm gonna go only 83.
Ooh.
Just because I have a feeling that it's still gonna be well received, but people are gonna have a lot more to say about it based on the traversal. That's where I'm kind of like, that's hitting me a little bit. Also, I'm not as sure about the story on this compared to, say, a Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was going to put 86 on mine. Like, I think the Sony first parties haven't been hitting as much as they have. And the, like, Spider-Man games kind of hover around, like, that 80 some odd mark. So I don't think it's going to hit super high, but I think it's going to be good. But, like, I'm in that 80 zone.
All right, well, I'm going 88. That's where I think it is. And I can't sit on a fence because I'm nowhere near you guys. I'm like over here on the right.
Aw, congratulations. All right, we got 5 more here. So, Kaylan, Onimusha, Way of the Sword. A lot of people have been really happy to see the series finally get a comeback.
I have no idea where to put this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just hedge my bets. 85. Put it right in
It's
that
hard because, like, again, it's a long time series. It was really well praised back in the day, but there's so much time in between. Like,
It's been so long.
Yeah.
What was it
How-
like?
how
Yeah,
do
like
you-
what was that one like Capcom game or whatever that everyone was dying for, and like when they announced it, everyone lost their goddamn minds, and then it came out, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is kind of mid." Do you remember that one they had like
around when would have that
there
been?
was, like maybe time's hard to tell now.
That's true.
What was that one where like there was like a forklift and like
Oh,
Oh, the Dead
Shenmue
Rising?
3.
Shenmue? Yes.
Oh,
Shenmue.
Shenmue.
yeah. Like, can this be a Shenmue
Okay.
situation?
To
where
be
it's like
fair,
Sega.
though, Shenmue's kind of always not been that great.
that's not the reaction you would have like. That's not what you would have thought based on the reactions.
Yeah.
People were
Well,
having
that's because they've been
tears
told
and
to.
like, you know,
Like, let's see. Like, the original Shenmue was an 88, and then Shenmue 2 was anywhere between 80 and 75, and then Shenmue 3, 67.
Ooh.
Bit of a
I just
difference.
like
But aren't those
sometimes
games on like PlayStation 2 or some shit?
Yeah.
Like, it's been a long
Shenmue,
time.
Shenmue 1 was 2000, Shenmue 2 was 2002.
sometimes those games were better in our minds and our memory than it was at the time, and like you don't always
I
have to
don't
go
care.
back
Alpha
to the
Protocol
well.
needs a sequel.
Alpha Protocol does need a sequel, sir.
I'm going to go, by the way, for 79. I'm going 79.
Okay.
Going to be a little risky here.
I don't know if that's necessarily risky. I'm actually thinking lower. I'm going to go, like, actually 78 was the number I was hovering on. So.
Motherfucker. All right, that's
I
fine. That's fine.
actually don't think this is going to review that well. I'm hoping that I'm wrong because, again, I like having more stuff to play. But this one, like, I'm not excited by what I see, and I have a feeling that it's going to be one of those games where people are going to, again, like we've said before, think so much because it's such a long time series that's coming back. And then it's going to be, like, mid, and people are going to be like,
Yeah.
All right, well, it's good that Chris is the one that gets to do this because he is the one that if he could, he'd go to the Star Wars Disneyland like 7 times, a week. Yeah,
Kaylan's literally
What?
wearing a
I'm literally wearing a Star Wars shirt.
I know that's why I said it. It's still true though.
I got a Darth Vader right there, though. That's cool.
It's still true, Chris. You would.
I totally fucking... I'd live there. They have a really good thing called a Ronto wrap. It's just a sausage in, like, a pita. It's so
Apparently, I've
delicious.
been told not to try the blue milk though.
The blue milk is delicious. I was there for my birthday, and I drank, like, 4 of them. You shouldn't, because they have vodka in them. They have lots
Well,
of
I was also
vodka
going
in
to say I also don't do well with milk anymore, so I really shouldn't.
Oh, okay. No, then you definitely shouldn't, because you'd be wasted and shitting yourself, I guess. I don't know. But blue milk is good. I'm going to go, honestly, I'm going to go, like, pretty decent on this one. I'm going to go 86.
Okay, I was actually hitting 82. I'll type that now while I'm at it. More just because, like, I don't necessarily see a world where it's going to get, like, super high praise. I think this is one of those games that, like, most people be like, yeah, it's pretty good, but it won't be, like, 9-10s from a lot of people. I think there's going to be a lot of, like, 7s and 8s on this one.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, so I'm going to put mine at 77. I am excited for this game. Big Star Wars fan. I am excited to play this, but it is Star Wars is not in a good place with its fans right now. So the hype for Star Wars is not there as much, except for, like, the nerds like me. The other thing, too, is it's a racing game, and, like, it's not a super popular genre. And then it also depends on, like, what's in there. Like, how many tracks do they have? How many characters? How many racers? And there's a lot that can go wrong. So I think it's going to be in that 7 to 8, and I'm going to put mine at a 77.
The
Okay.
release year of Star Wars, I see. I see what you're doing.
Yep.
All right, so then we got the Legacy of Atlantis is the remake of the OG, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we
not
got
the
we got the
brand new
OG
one.
remake. I'm actually going to go the exact same and stick to 82 on this one. I think this is going to be like perfectly serviceable. I don't think it's going to be too highly reviewed. I think if it gets anything higher than 85, I think I'd be surprised, honestly.
I'm going to put this one at 78 again. I think, like, once again, it's an old game. Like, it's going to be done well, but it's an older game that just kind of, like, we've moved on, right? We've evolved from that, right? And we've got newer iterations. It's not like we've been starved for a Lara Croft game, right? Like, there's a ton of them. And this, like, I think it's just going to land there.
Sit on the fence, Chris. You know you want to.
I was actually thinking 81. That's what I thought even before anybody said anything, so... I could change it to 80 to be the fence sitter, but I'm like, no, I'm going to go with my gut and stick with the number that was in my mind.
All right, last two. I think this is the one that could be the most interesting in terms of how much the gap could be. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, Kaylan.
It's so hard to say because it's Nintendo. So, like...
But it's also a Yoshi game.
True.
So you know it's going to be like the baby ones.
Yeah.
It'll be reviewed as such. It's not going to be reviewed for like a Call of Duty player.
I'm going to say 80.
Okay.
Sit right in that middle.
That's exactly what I was going to fucking say. All right.
Well, I guess
No, it is,
you
because if
don't.
I'm going to get
79
back
and
to the
80.
Pokemon if I was gonna give that to the Pokemon Pokopia, I'm gonna go 81 then. I'm gonna go right in there.
Okay. And ironically enough, we're going to be real tight because I'm going 79.
They're gonna go 82.
So I'm either gonna get
No.
2 points or nothing on this.
Yep. Because honestly, like, I'm going based off of Crafted World.
Yeah.
And Crafted World was a 79, I believe.
Okay.
So I look at these games and be like, they're perfectly fine. I don't think they're going to be highly reviewed. Now, if it's wrong, it'd be nice to see a Yoshi or a Kirby game that actually, gets very well reviewed. Because actually, let me check.
You know what?
What was Kirby in the Forgotten Land? 83. That's not terrible.
Say what you like. Yeah, the Yoshi games are super like kid friendly and like super easy. But you know what? I've been playing it with my eldest, and it resonates with him. So like,
Oh, that's the thing. Like, as a reviewer of when you play a lot of different games, like this, probably be like, well, this is pretty meh because it's easy. But obviously, to a family, like that's perfect.
yeah, it's honestly a good gateway into like Mario because it is
100%.
easier than Mario, and Mario gets like tricky as you get up in the levels, whereas this one is pretty tame.
All right, Chris, you are the first pick here for Zero Parades, aka the Disco Elysium.
Oh, the
new
Disco
game.
Elysium type game. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea what this was one on the list. I had no idea. Okay, Disco Elysium. Them developers, they have a very popular, highly rated Disco Elysium. Not my thing, but the fans do love
Yeah,
it.
I
And the
gave it a
critics
shot.
did
I
love
understand why a lot of people like it. It's too in depth and slow for me.
it. It's the same. Yeah, like I was trying to do something to get through a gate. I tried for like 2 hours, and then when I looked up a guide, it said you can't get through that gate. And it turns out I was going the wrong direction the entire time. I was like, yeah, this is not for me. But that was reviewed usually really high, everything that I did see for that. So I'm going to go pretty aggressive and give this an 89.
Okay.
I'm going to go fairly aggressive on this one.
I'm going to be bullish on this one. I'm going to go 94. I think this is a Game of the Year nominee.
Damn.
Disco Elysium did on 91. I think they're going to do better than it. And I'm hoping that it ends up being one that I can get really into as well, because I really do want to go into their worlds and go really crazy with it. Especially because this one's more of a spy world, if I remember correctly, which is a little more my jam too, so it might
I think
actually
it
vibe
was,
with me
yeah.
better.
I'm gonna go 87. I'm just gonna go for that low.
Nice.
Misses the mark. I don't have any reason to think that. It's too crowded in the high mark. So
87 missing the mark is just an interesting word. All right, and last but not least, the secret one, a Splinter Cell remake.
Oh my god.
No, just kidding.
Can I go first and say DNR?
Yeah, I was gonna. No, it was my first pick, so I would. But yeah, like honestly, like so when we look at it, so Kaylan thinks thinks the highest rated game of the year is going to be Marvel Tokon. Chris thinks it's going to be Forza Horizon, and I think it's going to be Zero Parades. So if I think about like our Game of the Year list, so Kaylan, you think Pragmata, Saros? Oh, sorry, you put GTA at 97. I wasn't. Yeah. I completely skirted by it. So you think Pragmata, Saros, GTA, Marvel Tokon, and then it would be anywhere between Zero Parades or Forza. Chris, you would have Resident Evil, Forza, Marvel, Zero Parades, and
GTA.
Did I do it again?
Yeah, you did.
Oh my god. That's how much I don't care about it right now. Still mad that it won 2 awards. And then it would be Saros, GTA, Forza, Marvel, and Zero Parades. So we're kind of like in swing on a lot of them.
Yeah.
Adam,
We're all in agreement on a lot of things, especially that High Guard's going to be the worst game and the GTA is going to be the highest one overall.
Adam, I want you to do a quick thing. Can you figure out which one was the most optimistic and pessimistic gamer based on our scores here?
So I would say just from
And
looking
you know what? The DNRs are going to throw us off, so I'm going to put like for marathon, I'll put it at a 72.
No, I'm not worried about that. We're playing the game still. I would say in terms of pessimism, it's probably.
Can you do like a score, like filter out like?
Oh, just like add all of them
that'd be
together?
too much extra work at this point. I would say just from quickly glancing at the numbers, it's you, and I'm
the
very
most
close to you
optimistic?
because you have a few more in the 70s than I do.
Oh, I'm the pessimistic one.
Yeah, the pessimistic one.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not me. I think I've only got.
Yeah, it's definitely not Chris. I know that much. Other than
2.
him putting high guard real low, he's only got 2 below 80, or no, 3 below 80.
Chris,
In
just
terms
likes
of
Chris just likes
optimism-
video games.
I like games. They're fun.
Weirdly enough, I think, Kaylan, you're kind of both, because the ones that you put low, and then the ones that you put high. So
I know what I like.
look, why don't I just say we're all on the fence on this one, okay? We're all collectively Chris.
Yay!
That is a hell of a band name, collectively Chris.
Be like me. Be like me. High Guard's gonna suck.
I mean, that sounds like a great song.
That would be a great
there's
song
track
for a
one on
band.
the album right there.
Yeah, High Guard's gonna suck. High Guard's gonna suck.
So yeah,
We'll revisit this in like middle of the year, kind of see where we're
I
standing.
mean, thankfully this time, because I think we've done this game before and I just never saved it anywhere. So now I actually have it sitting in my Google Sheets, so I'll remember to look at it now.
Yes, please save it. Yeah. Yeah,
It's
because
okay. We got a video now too, so we can always just circle back to this and just screenshot it.
I'm not doing that. There's a reason that for our awards now I have a spreadsheet. So I don't, because I had to, when I made the spreadsheet, go back and watch 2 podcasts to list them down again.
You got
Hey,
to
you
watch
boosted
2
our
podcasts.
numbers.
You got to watch 2 podcasts. Now you had to. You got to.
yeah, you got to. Just like everybody
Yeah, because
listening
I really
right
want to listen
now.
to us 3 again. I like my voice. I don't necessarily like the other 2 of yous.
That's the opposite of most people. It's like, I hate my own voice, but I love listening to my friends.
Look, I went to school for television, and I podcasted on my own for like 4 years at one point when I was just out of college. I have to either like the sound of my voice or I don't do it. So
Yeah, that's true.
I will admit, actually, since doing the podcast, hearing my own voice doesn't like weird me out as much as it used to.
well, and also like I used to work jobs where I was in a forklift, like on night shifts, so it would just be me alone all the time, and I
So
would have
Adam was listening to
conversations
his
with
own
myself to keep
podcast.
myself busy.
He's
So
just listening to his own
eventually,
podcast at work.
you get kind of used to just hearing yourself in a vacuum. So like I got comfortable with speaking, so it doesn't bother me as much anymore. I
Adam
used to be
starts
the guy in college that when a group project came up and everybody was terrified of presenting, I'm like, I got this shit. I don't care. It's fine. I can bullshit.
I like to imagine that Adam records his own podcast, listens to it at work, goes to his Discord, and then argues about what he listened to.
Say I don't go that far.
Yells at himself. I don't like your opinion.
But if you want to join our Discord and talk about who you think won this podcast, you can find it down in the link, linktr.ee/PixelPlay Podcast.
Down there
Let us
somewhere.
know who you think won of the 3 of us. Put your own score on there too if you want.
And the correct answer is Chris. Don't forget.
No, it's collectively Chris, not correctively
Collecti-
Chris.
Okay, sorry. Collectively, Chris.
Collectively, Chris sounds like a 90s Christian rock band.
Like Evanescence.
So what you're saying is we're going to be performing on the Game Awards stage soon.
Oh my God, look at that. We brought it right back around. Just
we're
like we
manifesting
do.
things, guys. We're manifesting things.
I'm doing the best I can. Well, apparently I'm not Jeff, so you know what? I don't have a say in this. So
God, but Jeff is listening, and thank you, Jess, also for making it this far into the podcast. It was really nice of you.
absolutely. But anyways, that's going to do it for this show. So I'll finish up. I don't have to go to do the link tree. Kaylan covered me on that front.
Welcome.
So like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on any audio platform, you can give us a rating. Please do so there. Otherwise, share with all your friends. And yeah, come hang
enemies.
with us in the
We don't
Discord.
Oh, yeah.
If you can leave comments on the YouTube, if you're watching the video version, let us know what we missed, or if you think we're way off based on some of the ratings. Hey, if you think High Guard's actually gonna be a 90, let us know, and you can look real good when it does. I don't think you're
Or
gonna be
real
right, but
dumb
you can do
when
it.
it's a 65.
It's gonna be like Gollum territory. It'll be like 33.
Oh, Gollum. Oh, God, I gotta play that. I'm not gonna lie.
No, you don't.
You
No one
have
has
enough
to.
of a backlog, Chris. You don't need to play Gollum.
I was gonna say, yeah, like your backlog's worse enough. You don't need to add like stuff that you're not gonna enjoy.
Persona 3 Remake.
You don't need
Gollum.
ironic game. You don't need ironic games in your backlog.
No, but you need iconic games like Persona.
Yeah, I mean, I got it. It's in the log.
All right, folks. Well, we will see you on the next one. Friday, Chris and I, we did a side quest. We were talking about games that we think are really good to exercise with, whether it's actual exercise games in general or games that are just really good for helping you when you're, say, on like an exercise bike, something that you need to distract you with. Because you know what? It's a new year. A lot of people are trying to do a new them. And we usually break those resolutions by, like, I don't know, already by this point. But,
Tomorrow.
for those of you that are somehow still sticking with it, it's a good episode for you guys to check out on Friday, so look forward to that. Otherwise, have yourselves a good rest of your day wherever you may be, and take care. Bye-bye for now.